Hi guys, welcome to my video on the Cheyenne Hawk Pen, how to wrap. I've seen a few videos on people wrapping these pens on YouTube, and I thought I'd give my take on it. A lot of people, when I've seen them wrap these pens, they end up making the pen maybe 3-4 times thicker than the actual pen is. And that's okay if you like a really thick grip, but I can't help thinking sometimes people are just... the pen's just turning out like that just because of the sheer amount of tape that they've used. So I'm going to show you a method which I use, which uses a tiny piece of tape, I mean like minimal tape, and you're basically keeping the 1 inch grip 1 inch instead of making it 3 times bigger. So first thing I'm going to show you is the advice that Cheyenne give. This first thing that I do will be the information that Cheyenne actually give, what the Cheyenne actually recommend in the manual for the Cheyenne pen. So first thing I do, I'm going to take the grip off. A bit of resistance there. The resistance is from this O-ring, and the reason there's resistance is because this actually turning the grip actually affects the depth of the needle through the cartridge. So if that were to be loose when you were tattooing with it, the needle would be going up and down. So they put this first O-ring, the small one, this is to stop that happening. It just gives a bit of resistance on the grip. So it's the second O-ring which is important, and this is what we're looking for here. So what we do, we take this O-ring off, and again, this is advice from actual Cheyenne. This is not my advice, this is what they say to do, and to be fair, it makes perfect sense, so that's why we do it. Then we take a standard clipcord sleeve, and we post the pen through the sleeve, okay, and then we take this O-ring, remember it was the back O-ring, the biggest O-ring that we take off, and we put clipcord sleeve through the O-ring like this, and then we'll put the O-ring back over the machine. There we go. And then what we need to do is we need to pull this bag back so the end of the bag is seated between the two O-rings. This O-ring, if you see there's a groove that it actually fits in. So what we do is start pulling the bag back. That looks about right. And then we'll just make sure that this O-ring just clips forward just so it's seated. So again, this is advice from actual Cheyenne in the manual, okay? So that's how that looks there. And then all we do is we get the grip and screw it back on. And say it gets so far on, and then it's quite a bit of resistance. When I first got this pen, I was scared of cross threading it because there was a lot of resistance there. I'm thinking, is this right? But it is. Like I say, it's this one that's making the resistance, and it's intentional. So see there, it screws on nice, and then you get a bit of resistance, and it's quite stiff actually. And then screw that on there like that. Okay, so again, like I say, this far is advice from Cheyenne. Now, here's what I use. Here's the clever bit. These are Hawk grip sleeves, and they're basically like little balloons with holes in them. Here we are, that's what they are. And it looks like a balloon with a hole in it. And what we do is, we take the end of the pen and wrap this on and push it up. Yeah, it looks like a condom. If anyone comments on that. Okay, and because it's got a hole at the end, you've still got the hole for your cartridge to click in. Now, I tried to use it like this, and what I found was this starts to slip down gradually when you're tattooing with it. So this is where the tape comes in. I use some microporous tape, and it's literally all you need is once round, so probably a couple of inch tape, and you're looking to join this bit onto this bit, so you just make a bridge between the two, wrap it round, and that's it, you're good to go. Like, nothing can get into the machine from this way, it's crossing over, so you've got this grip sleeve coming up here, and it can't slide down because obviously this grip sleeve can't slide down that way because it's attached to the bag at the top. And then all that's left to do is take our cartridge, click it in, and you're good to go. You can see there's a seal all around the bottom of the machine there. It's nice and protected. And then to get the power cable to attach, really easy. This is the power cable which connects to the Cheyenne pen. So all we do is get our machine, start pulling the bag right up to the top. Like that. Connect the power lead and then pull that all the way back, and it just flows down. You see that just goes the length of there, goes on and on. And there you go, pen set up to go. It's not increased the thickness by anything really. Look, you can see that, you can even see the grooves of the grip, and that's ready to go. And that's how I use the pen, that's how I set it up, and say nothing actually comes into contact with the actual pen then. So that's my take on bagging the Cheyenne Hawk Pen. If you've not seen my review on this, there will be one up. I've got a lot to say about this machine, so if you haven't seen it, subscribe, check out my videos and find the review on the Cheyenne Hawk Pen and see what you think. Thanks guys.